We have a question answer session. There's a question from the sisters. We'll just take this. Whoever Allah guides and whoever Allah misguides, or it should be, does not guide, leads to go astray.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah, salatu wassalamu ala Rasulullah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa ala. The issue of the qadar, it has been addressed by the scholars, Muslim scholars. And the answer is there. The components of qadar, or the integrals of qadar: right, knowledge, writing, will, and creation. These are the four components that constitute the qadar. If you understand them all together, then the qadar issue, inshallah, will be clear in your mind. No Muslim will argue about the knowledge of Allah. Truly, a true Muslim. So Allah knows everything. Of course, apart from these deviant groups. If Allah doesn't know everything, what we do, that means He is ignorant. Can you attribute ignorance to Allah? Never. So He knows. Because He is the creator. He is your maker, and that is rational. When I made this, I know about it. That's how I made it. So I have to know. Otherwise, I'll not be able to make it in the first place. So knowledge is essential. And because I know these things, that's what Allah said. Based on His divine knowledge, He commanded the pen to write. And that is the writing. And the writing of the Almighty Allah has nothing to do, will never interfere in your choice. It will never interfere in your choice. Because Allah's writing, which is in the Lawh Mahfuz, the preserved tablet, it is unknown to you. Anyone saw the preserved tablet? Anyone read it? No one. And that writing will not be used against you. Allah will not on that day say, you will go to hell because I knew, and because I wrote. He will not use that writing. There is another writing which will be used against you. You know, there was a writing in the Lawh al-Mahfuz. They were writing when you were in your mother's womb. And there's another writing when you reach the age of maturity. That writing will be used against you. Will be identical, the same as the example of the headmaster or the principal. The principal came and he asked the teacher, what do you think, what do you expect the result? He said, this guy is smart, he's getting A, distinction, C, C+, fail. So now the principal said, I trust you. Announce the result without giving them a test. Those whom they failed, he will file a case against them in the court, and he will put them, the principal and the teacher, behind bar in the jail, right? He would say, sir, I studied. I worked hard. You didn't test me. But now, if the teacher wrote in a piece of paper and put it in the locker, in the drawer, this student is A, this student is B, this is C, this is fail, and the result came the same. Did the writing of the teacher interfere in the failure of the student? Tell me. It didn't interfere. So you failed because you didn't study, right? Similarly, Allah's writing because He knew, that's it. And that writing, He will not be used against it. There is another writing here in this day. The result, your piece of favor, came exactly as He predicted. There is another writing which the angel will write it after you do it, after committing that deed. That's why on the day of judgment, true paper will be given to you. Iqra kitabak. Read your book. Is there any mistake? Did the angel write anything that you didn't do? And you know what the kuffar would say? ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا. Why? How amazing this book! There is nothing that we didn't do except that it is jotted, recorded. Then no one will say, This thing I didn't do. No, you did it. You drank alcohol in day so and so at time so and so. You committed zina at this time. And you have to confess.